Face the mirror. Don't just glance at it. Stare into it until it gets uncomfortable. Until you start seeing through the mask you've been hiding behind. Every lie you've told yourself, every excuse, every justification you've built to make yourself feel okay about being average. It's all right there, staring back at you. The mirror doesn't care about your stories. It doesn't care about your struggles. It reflects the truth, raw and unfiltered. You can't hide from it. You can't fake it. You either confront it or you live a lie. Most people walk through life avoiding that mirror. They'd rather stay blind, pretend everything's fine, convince themselves they're working hard when deep down they know they're not. They avoid their flaws like it's a disease. They tell themselves they're trying, but trying isn't doing. They say they're tired, but tired of what? Chasing comfort, hiding from effort? The truth is they're not tired, they're soft. And softness kills potential faster than failure ever could. When you face that mirror, you start realizing how much time you've wasted talking about change instead of doing something about it. You start seeing the gap between who you are and who you could be. That's a painful realization. It cuts deep because you can't blame anyone else for it. Not your parents, not your past, not your circumstances. The reflection in that glass is your responsibility. Every decision, every missed opportunity, every moment you chose comfort over growth, that's all you. You want to be better? Then start by being real. Strip away the lies. Stop saying you don't have time when you're wasting hours scrolling through meaningless distractions. Stop saying you did your best when you know damn well you quit the second it got hard. Stop saying you're waiting for the right moment when there's no such thing. The right moment is when you decide to move. The right moment is when you stop looking for a way out and start looking for a way forward. The mirror shows you what no one else will. It doesn't flatter. It doesn't sugarcoat. It's the most honest friend you'll ever have if you have the guts to listen. But most can't handle that kind of honesty. They'd rather escape it. They'd rather distract themselves with noise, music, people, comfort, chaos, anything to avoid the silence of truth. Because in silence, the lies echo. And the mirror reflects those echoes right back at you. You can't become better without facing who you are right now. You can't build strength if you keep hiding weakness. You can't grow if you keep pretending you're already enough. You've got to own your flaws, your laziness, your fear. That's not self-hate, that's self-respect. Because once you own it, you can change it. Once you face the truth, you can fight it. Most people want the results, but not the reflection. They want to be proud of themselves without doing anything worth being proud of. They want confidence without earning it. But real confidence doesn't come from hype or fake positivity. It comes from knowing you've faced the mirror and done the work. It comes from standing there, looking at your reflection and saying, I'm not there yet, but I'm coming. Every morning when you wake up, that mirror is waiting. It's not judging you. It's challenging you. It's daring you to be better than yesterday. It's reminding you that the person staring back is the only one who can change your life. You can have all the inspiration in the world, but until you decide to confront your reflection and accept the truth, nothing changes. The mirror doesn't lie. You can either avoid it and stay the same or face it and evolve. Embrace the pain. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Don't hide behind distractions. The pain you feel, physical, mental, emotional, it's not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's the forge that burns away weakness and shapes what's left into something harder, stronger, unbreakable. Everyone wants to be great until it starts to hurt. Everyone talks about growth, discipline, and success until the process demands sacrifice. The truth is, pain is the price of becoming better, and most people aren't willing to pay it. Pain exposes the truth about who you really are. When everything's easy, when life's smooth, you can convince yourself you're tough, focused, driven. But the moment pain shows up, that illusion shatters. Pain strips away the fake layers you've built to protect your ego. It reveals whether you're serious or just pretending. That's why people run from it, because pain doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't listen to your stories. It demands to know how bad you really want it. Growth doesn't live in comfort. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Comfort is where ambition gets smothered and forgotten. Every time you choose the easy way, You trade a piece of your potential for a little temporary relief. You say you want to be better, but when discomfort hits, you retreat. You back down. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You'll try again later. You just need a break. But every one of those moments is a test, and you keep failing because you keep running. The pain you avoid is the same pain that could have built you. There's a reason why the climb feels steep, why the grind feels endless, why the work hurts. That's the process trying to see if you're worthy of the result. The struggle doesn't care about your feelings. It only responds to your consistency. You can't cheat the grind. You can't fake your way past the pain. If you want strength, you got to go through the weight. If you want resilience, you've got to face resistance. The pain is the filter. It separates the ones who talk from the ones who execute. Every excuse kills progress. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'm not ready. Excuses are the soft landing spots for weak minds. They're how you justify staying the same. Every time you make one, you trade future strength for present comfort. You want to know why you're stuck? Look at the list of excuses you've built to protect yourself from pain. That list is the real reason. You're not limited by your potential. You're limited by your tolerance for discomfort. The ones who make it, the ones who rise, they're not superhuman. They just decided to stop negotiating with pain. They stopped looking for balance and started looking for purpose. They understood that pain isn't punishment, it's the process. The soreness in your body, the doubt in your head, the fear in your chest. That's where the growth hides. Every time you push through it, you evolve. Every time you face it, you build another layer of strength that no one can take away. You can't run from pain forever. It'll find you no matter how far you go. It'll show up in regret, in weakness, in wasted years. If you don't face pain now, you'll face a different kind later. The pain of never knowing what you could have been. That pain doesn't fade. It stays. It eats at you. It reminds you that you chose comfort over courage. Pain is a signal, not a stop sign. It's the body saying we're changing. It's the mind saying we're growing. The difference between breaking down and building up is perspective. When you stop seeing pain as something to avoid and start seeing it as something to use, everything shifts. You stop fearing it. You start chasing it because you understand that every rep, every setback, every burn, every struggle, it's all shaping you. The pain that once felt unbearable becomes the proof that you're becoming something more. Discipline over motivation. That's the real difference between the ones who talk about it and the ones who actually live it. Motivation is easy. It's that spark you get when you watch a video, hear a story, or picture your goals. It's exciting. It's emotional. It makes you believe you can take on the world. But motivation doesn't last. It disappears the moment life punches you in the mouth. The alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning and motivation is nowhere to be found. You're tired, your body aches, your mind starts whispering, take it easy. That's when discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline doesn't need a reason. Discipline just gets it done. Discipline is doing the work when no one's watching, when no one's clapping, when there's no reward waiting at the end. It's doing what you said you'd do long after the excitement fades. It's boring, it's repetitive, and it's ruthless. And that's exactly why it works. Motivation wants comfort. Discipline demands consistency. Motivation is about hype. Discipline is about habit. Anyone can be motivated for a day. Very few can be disciplined for years. People wait for the perfect moment to act, the perfect mindset, the perfect burst of energy. They wait for motivation like it's some magic force that's going to lift them out of bed and carry them through the grind. But that's not how it works. If you depend on motivation, you'll always be a slave to your emotions. You'll work hard when you feel good and quit when you don't. Discipline is freedom because it removes the question of choice. You don't ask yourself whether you feel like IT. You just do it. You show up, you put in the work, and you keep going. Every person who's achieved something great has one thing in common. They built their life around discipline, not emotion. They learned how to operate without the need for external energy. They understood that feelings are temporary, but the results of consistency are permanent. Discipline is not glamorous. It's lonely. It's waking up when the world's asleep, training when no one's cheering, staying focused when everyone else is distracted. It's the grind that no one sees but everyone envies the results of. The truth is, most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they wait to feel ready. They keep looking for motivation instead of building systems. They'll work hard when things are fresh, but the moment it gets dull, they stop. They treat their goals like a phase, not a lifestyle. Discipline doesn't care about phases. Discipline is what you fall back on when everything else disappears. It's the foundation beneath every success story, the unspoken rule that separates doers from dreamers. You want to get better? You want to transform? Then stop looking for inspiration and start building discipline. That means creating structure in your day, setting standards you don't negotiate, holding yourself accountable when nobody else will. Discipline means doing the work even when the outcome is uncertain, even when the progress is slow, even when it feels pointless. Because deep down, you know that each small, consistent action is a brick in the foundation of who you're becoming. Motivation is emotion-based. Discipline is character-based. One comes and goes, the other defines you. Discipline is the reason you get up early when your bed feels like a trap. It's the reason you keep your word even when no one would notice if you didn't. It's the reason you push harder when quitting would be easier. You don't need music blasting. You don't need a crowd chanting your name. You don't need inspiration. You just need commitment. A promise to yourself that you'll do what's necessary, not what's comfortable. When motivation fades, and it always does, discipline takes the wheel. It's not exciting. It's not dramatic. It's not pretty, but it's real. It's the quiet power that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It's the difference between a goal that stays a dream and one that becomes reality. Motivation will get you started, but only discipline will keep you going when the feeling dies. Callous the mind. That's what life demands from anyone who wants to stand tall when the storm hits. Life is not soft, it's not fair, and it doesn't care how you feel. It's a battlefield where weakness gets exposed, and only those who adapt survive. Every setback, every failure, every rejection, they're not signals to quit. They're the weights that build mental armor. You can't build a strong mind living in comfort. You build it by walking through fire, by enduring when every part of you wants to stop, by refusing to fold when pressure starts crushing you. Most people want a smooth path. They want things to come easy, but easy never made anyone tough. The mind gets calloused the same way the hands do, through repetition, through friction, through pain. You've got to face the grind until it becomes part of you. Every time life knocks you down and you get back up, that's another layer of toughness added. Every time you face a challenge that should have broken you but didn't, that's another scar earned, not as a wound, but as a reminder that you can take the hit and keep moving. People fear struggle because they've been taught to. Society sells comfort like it's happiness. Everything is about convenience, shortcuts, and quick fixes. But the truth is, the easier life gets, the softer your mind becomes. And a soft mind breaks fast. When real hardship comes, the kind that tests your spirit, you won't have the strength to endure if you've never trained it. That's why you have to expose yourself to discomfort on purpose. You have to seek challenges, not avoid them. You have to find resistance and push against it until you no longer flinch. When life gets hard, your first instinct will be to run. Run toward distraction, run toward comfort, run toward excuses. But if you want to build a mind that can't be broken, you've got to do the opposite. You've got to sit in that pain and face it head on. That's where growth happens. That's where resilience is born. Every failure you experience is a test, not of your skill, but of your will. It's the universe asking, how bad do you want it? And your answer isn't in your words, it's in your response. Do you quit or do you adapt? The mind is like muscle. It tears under pressure, but that's how it grows. The more you expose it to adversity, the stronger it becomes. You've got to rewire your thinking until hardship doesn't scare you anymore, until rejection doesn't define you, until failure doesn't feel like the end. It feels like another rep. That's how you callous your mind. You stop expecting things to be easy and start embracing the grind as your teacher. The people who last in life, the ones who rise above the noise, they've been through hell. They've faced rejection, ridicule, loss, and pain and they've used it as fuel. They didn't complain, they converted it. Every no they heard made them hungrier. Every door that slammed shut made them tougher. Every failure became a blueprint for the next move. They didn't build their strength in good times. They built it in the struggle. That's where mental toughness is forged. The world will try to break you. It'll test your patience, your confidence, your belief in yourself. Some days it'll feel like everything's against you. Like no matter what you do, you can't win. Those are the days that define you. Those are the moments that separate those who crumble from those who adapt. You have to train your mind to respond differently. Instead of asking, why me? Start saying, try me. Instead of retreating, advance. Instead of folding, endure. That's how you build a callous mind. One that doesn't crack under pressure, but becomes sharper because of it. Callousing the mind is a lifelong process. It's not a one-time act of strength. You have to keep showing up, keep facing fear, keep embracing struggle. The more you do it, the less power pain has over you. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the master of your response. The pain doesn't go away, but it stops controlling you. You start walking through chaos with composure, through failure with purpose, through fear with focus. Because once your mind is calloused, there's nothing left that can truly break you. Never settle. Those two words should burn into your mind like a brand. Because the moment you start believing you've done enough is the moment you start dying inside. The job's never done. There's always another level, another layer of effort, another ounce of potential waiting to be unlocked. Too many people reach a small victory and start celebrating like it's the end. They get a taste of success and think they've made it. But the truth is, the finish line doesn't exist. Being better is not a destination. It's a constant pursuit, a daily war against comfort, against complacency, against the voice in your head that says, this is good enough. Good enough is poison. It's what destroys potential faster than failure ever could. Failure at least teaches you something. Settling teaches you nothing. It makes you lazy, soft, and satisfied with mediocrity. The world around you will tell you to slow down, to enjoy the moment, to be content with where you are. That's the trap. They don't understand what drives you. They don't get that hunger that never goes away, that urge to push harder, to see what's left inside you. Never settling doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It means you refuse to stop evolving. The moment you think you've arrived, you lose your edge. The fire starts to fade, the grind loses urgency, and before you know it, you're coasting. Coasting feels comfortable, but it's silent decay. You can't coast uphill. You either climb or you slide back. Life doesn't stand still, and neither should you. Every goal you reach is just another platform to build from, not a place to rest. You're supposed to climb it, not camp on it. Never settling means being willing to tear down what you've already built just to rebuild it stronger. It means looking at your achievements and asking, what's next? It's waking up every day with something to prove, not to others, but to yourself. You can't fake that mindset. It comes from a deep belief that you're capable of more. Even when you've already accomplished what others said was impossible, you don't stop because you're tired. You stop when you're done. And the truth is, you're never really done. This world rewards those who keep pushing when everyone else slows down. It rewards those who stay hungry when they've already eaten. It rewards those who treat success not as a trophy, but as a responsibility. The greater your potential, the greater your duty to chase it. You can't be satisfied with what you've done if you know there's still more inside you. And there always is. You can go further. You can grow harder. You can become sharper. You can always evolve. Never settling is about living in a constant state of self-assessment. It's asking yourself the hard questions every day. Am I giving everything I've got? Am I better than yesterday? Am I pushing or am I coasting? You can't lie to yourself forever. The mirror always tells the truth, and deep down, you know when you're holding back. The ones who never settle live with a relentless honesty. They know progress doesn't care about feelings or comfort. They know success is rented, and the rent is due every single day. There's always going to be another level of resistance, another challenge to face, another wall to break through. That's the beauty of it. The grind doesn't end. The journey keeps unfolding. Every time you think you've hit your limit, there's more left. More strength, more endurance, more purpose. You just have to be willing to find it. Most people never do because they stop looking once they get comfortable. They build walls around their achievements and call it peace. But real peace doesn't come from settling. It comes from knowing you've given everything you have, that you've chased every ounce of potential you've been given. The ones who never settle don't need applause. They don't need validation. They're driven by something internal, something primal. It's not about beating others. It's about beating yesterday's version of themselves. It's about chasing greatness, not for recognition, but for evolution. They know that satisfaction is the enemy of growth. They know that comfort is the silent killer of progress. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't slow down when it gets easy. They push harder because they know easy means it's time to raise the bar again. Never settling is not about being obsessed with perfection. It's about being obsessed with progress. It's about living with the mindset that no matter how far you've come, there's always further to go, more to learn, more to give, more to become.